New York City as the NBA playoffs are underway. One of the most interesting matchups of the first round, the Pistons and the Knicks, as the NBA playoffs are presented by Google. The first round presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. It all started in Indianapolis earlier today, and the Pacers on their home floor with an impressive victory of the Milwaukee Bucks to take the first game of that best-of-7 series. And we have game one of this one between the Pistons and the Knicks. Its record in the Eastern Conference at 44-38. Obviously, Cunningham, Thompson, and Duran, a terrific young talent for the Pistons, but this year they had some veteran help. Tim Hardaway Jr. and Tobias Harris, and of course, their new coach, J.B. Bickerstaff. Of course, Jalen Brunson leads the way for the Knicks. This starting five, one of the best in basketball. They played more minutes together than any other starting five.
ESPN Bet is the official sportsbook of ESPN. Get in on trending parlays, daily profit boost, and exclusive talent markets all season long. New customers can bet $10 to get $100 in bonus bets and 30 days of ESPN Plus. Scan the
viewers. Gymnastics on ESPN2, and we're going over to ESPN Central Park on a Saturday evening.
Corona Extra. Pistons rising star Cade Cunningham is making his playoff debut tonight after being the #1 overall pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. Cunningham is the first Piston to average 25, 5, and 5 in a season.
Kobe with a huge first quarter with 12 points. Meanwhile, Cade Cunningham was quiet in that first quarter, but his teammates picked up the slack. The offensive growth of OG Anunoby continues here at the Garden. We're all even at 27 after one. Hard. J.B. Bickerstaff will challenge it. Huge call because it would put Duran on the bench with 3 personals. At Madison Square Garden, a packed house, including a lot of celebrities. Spike Lee's been a season ticket holder for about 50 years. Tracy Morgan, a little shy here today. Ben Stiller, another constant presence here at Knick games. Susie Essman from Curve also has been a regular this season at Madison Square Garden. Johnny Mack's been coming here for decades as well, Long Island native. And the legendary Sting. And former Giant great Michael Strahan, obviously checking up on his emails and texts.
Maybe checking on that Denver score.
Denver, what a victory for the Nuggets in game one. Meanwhile, the chat 3:41 remaining. Kind of what we expected between these two. Game one, best-of-7 from New York City. Pistons trailing the Knicks by 2. Richard.
When you talk about Jalen Brunson, this is what the Detroit Pistons game plan is. I'm not sure if that was a foul, but Thompson to his body. He's going to see multiple athletic bodies in front of him. Thompson does a good job of frustrating him. Right now, Brunson is 2 for 11, 7 points. But the real issue here is he had 15 games off before the final game, 4 games to get ready for the postseason. He knows there's a lot of game left. He loves these moments.
He turned his ankle in LA against the Lakers in early March and missed a month. Those 15 games, the Knicks went 9-6 without him. That's where J.B. Bickerstaff is furious. Is it physical? You bet. Is a little chippy? You got it. It's NBA playoff basketball here at the Garden.
They have for Mitchell Robinson. He sniffs out what is trying to be an executed flare screen, gets the tip, and OG smartly executes the 2-for-1. I love the level of aggression. Now, to me, Richard, this was a bad call. Ball's going to come loose. The hand is on the ball before he, Miles McBride, tried.
Well, Tobias Harris, magnificent first half. 22 points, 7 of 10 from the field. This first half featured what we expected. Tough, physical playoff basketball. Pistons and the Knicks, 2 quarters complete here at Madison Square Garden. It's the Knicks with a 2-point lead.
NBA First Round, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook, is brought to you by United Airlines, where good leads the way, and Google, proud sponsor of the NBA.
Our first half stats brought to you by New Balance. Well, with Jalen Brunson shooting 4 for 15 and Cade Cunningham 3 for 10, others had to pick up the slack. Avoided Tobias Harris and OG Anunoby both do that, both with brilliant first halves here in game one. And hi again, everyone. You know, obviously you're not going to win a...
The Detroit Pistons get going out in transition. They're second in the league in fast break points, and it's because of defensive transition leading to offense just like that.
NBA First Round, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook, is brought to you by the all-new 2025 Lincoln Navigator.
By Google here in New York City for the first round, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. In attendance, Russell Wilson, Ciara, and their son, courtside at Madison Square Garden. Clyde styling and profiling is doing the game for the MSG Network tonight. The great Patrick Ewing, the Knicks' all-time leading scorer. Larry Johnson, known for his 4-point play here in this building. Latrell Sprewell had a lot of big playoff moments for the Knicks. And the great Marv Albert, the greatest basketball play-by-play voice in history.
To just 7 minutes in the first, so he gets the initial challenge. Then Karl Anthony Towns, excellent defensive play. But to me, Mike, you called him the catalyst for the New York Knicks. What he gives them is a tempo that's desperately needed. But again, you want to make tough twos for your opponent to take, because what does that do? You're playing off minutes, which means Josh can get downhill. As long as you run with him, you get in his vision, he'll find you. And I don't know, we have Jurassic Park, We the North. What is that one, Richard? Detroit Pistons. I don't know if they're the bad boys, but they're playing really hard right now. Challenging shots, slapping and reaching, and then turning and getting in transition. Mr. Schroeder's played some big-time games, and Mr. Beasley has been on fire from three. Did he hit him with the shimmy?
He hit him with the shimmy, yes he did.
This week's playoff tracker brought to you by Pepsi. Day one of these NBA playoffs. Indiana winning at home. In the East, of course, the two other games will be tomorrow. And, of course, the first round, best of 7. And right now, Detroit, who've not been in the playoff part, terrific quarter for the Pistons. Their first playoff game in 6 years. They've got an 8-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. ABC, Lakers, and the Timberwolves. What a great first-round matchup. Both teams playing some great basketball down the stretch. The tip-off for game one there is going to be at 8:50 Eastern time. Well, here in New York, we still have 7:47 with suddenly a tie game.
An ill-advised shot, and Josh Hart so often in the midst of momentum busting or building plays. You need a stop, he's often the guy to get it. You need a second chance opportunity to get some momentum on your side. Josh Hart, right there for you.
And Cameron Payne, 8 points.
Just a tough spot. Great defense there by Karl Anthony Towns, and then the Villanova connection.
Action tonight on ABC. Anthony Edwards and the T-Wolves in LA against the Lakers. 8:50 Eastern time. Tip-off for that one. Now 11. Luka Doncic, first playoff game as a Laker. Doncic and the Lakers hosting the Timberwolves on ABC. Tip off at 8:50 Eastern once again. 4:05 remaining here to take game one. Well, the NBA playoff first round continues tomorrow afternoon, an ABC doubleheader. The Western Conference top seed, the Thunder, host the Grizzlies game one of their series. That's 1 Eastern. And we'll be in Boston for the Celtics and the Magic. Our coverage tips off at 12:30 Eastern with NBA Countdown. Opening day of the 2025 NBA playoffs, we had an overtime game. We had an historic comeback, and it's only one day. Brock Blizzard, Tim Corrigan, Director Mike Schwab, our wonderful ESPN crew, for Doris, Richard, and Lisa. Mike Green saying our NBA playoff quadruple header continues on ABC. Timberwolves and the Lakers. Good night from New York City. After the break, we go to Starkville for some Florida-Mississippi State baseball.